Joining me now on set is James Creedon and his trusty laptop. Good evening to you, James.
Good evening.
You're looking at media reaction today to this Franco-Turkish spat over the Armenian genocide.
Massively divisive issue, and you can see that on Twitter, you can see it online. Politicians, even those who had to vote on the bill this morning, or even particularly those who had to vote on the bill this morning, clearly do not have the same opinion of it. This, to remind viewers, was a law to criminalise the denial of the Armenian Holocaust. Already back in 2001, France passed a law recognising the Armenian Holocaust. So the Turks are not particularly pleased with Paris. This is sort of taking it a little bit too far from their point of view. And you can see here several UMP, that's the ruling right-leaning party, deputies agreeing with each other. This guy is saying that François Bayrou, who called the text unreasonable and dangerous, is right. So that's somebody in the ruling party who doesn't agree with this measure. Eric Wirth, former Labour minister, he says it is not up to the Parliament to define historic truths. Therefore, I am abstaining from the vote. You've got a lot of people who are looking very closely at this guy, Patrick Devedjian. Now, he's a very good, close collaborator of Nicolas Sarkozy, and he's of Armenian origin himself, and this is all to do with the Armenian genocide, of course. And he says, look, you don't need to bring historians together to figure out whether or not there was a genocide in 1915. In other words, there's no debate to be had here. It did happen. So you can see across the political spectrum there, well, across a range of opinions, a spectrum of opinions amongst those French politicians. Also, a lot of the French media are picking up on the Turkish front pages. You can see them here, which are very negative about this. This one says Sarkozy playing with fire. And what they've done here is they've got a cartoon on the front page of Sarkozy guillotining himself while giving the V for victory sign. In other words, he thinks that this might be a positive electioneering idea, but it's an own goal in terms of international relations.
Okay, where are you taking us next, James?
All right, very quick look at the White House.
The White House Christmas card?
Christmas card. Their Christmas card has got Fox News and Sarah Palin all riled up.
Doesn't take much.
It doesn't take much. You can see it here on screen. The first dog, Bo, is sitting in front of the fireplace. You've got a nicely decorated room in the White House. It all looks very festive, but apparently no ostensible signs of Christmas, which is getting, I suppose, the Christian right all upset. You should have a crib, you should have a Christmas tree, etc., etc.
Dangerously secular.
It's dangerously secular in a secular country, so I don't really see what the problem is. But anyway, Mother Jones is talking about it. Washington Post says, don't worry, Sarah Palin. I fixed the Obama Christmas card. This is Alexandra Petri, and she did a little scribble job there, and she put Jesus sitting on a chair and a cross in the middle and an American football player. So all of the things that should appeal to, I suppose, the American right. There you go. So I'm not sure that's going to really calm them down.
Okay, next up, James, a story which was broken by the British press a couple of weeks ago. It's now getting a lot of attention here in France, where it happened, about a young Conservative British MP and a stag night that he may come to regret.
The stag night that shouldn't have been, as far as his political future is concerned. This is a video that was taken at that stag night. It happened in the French Alps. 32-year-old Conservative MP. He wasn't dressed up as a Nazi himself, but he was in the company of friends who were. The whole issue turned on whether or not he had booked or paid for the outfits with his credit card. Initially, he said, look, I was just there. It had nothing to do with me. Then it emerged that the Conservative Party investigated a little bit further, and it looks like there might have been a trail going back to his bank account. So He's been stripped of his functions in the Conservative Party. He remains an MP. Very, very embarrassing for him. And it's all over the British press and the French press today as well. Nouvelle Observateur.
The French have launched a preliminary investigation. That's why
it's really bad news, because it's illegal to dress up as a Nazi in France. And so the local prosecutor's office has opened an investigation. SOS Racism is possibly going to lodge a complaint as well. And of course, it's all a reminder, if we can look on the front page of this front page from The Sun in 2005 of Harry the Nazi.
I remember it well.
That's right, but you can't be fired from the royal family.
James Creedon, thanks very much for that look. And Media Watch, do stay tuned here on Live from Paris. More news coming up very shortly. We're going live to the Middle East for more on the Syria situation as those Arab League-backed monitors go in.